or rather the lowest charge that you can to hit a given range. And that's going to be because the dispersion is going to be less with a lesser charge. So you're going to be able to be more accurate to where you're shooting. And it's also going to have a lesser time of flight, so your rounds are going to get there faster. So the enemy won't have the targets won't have as much of a chance to move. And then finally, we can select the fire charge type, and that'll get us out between 600 meters and 3,450 meters, which for the 60 millimeter mortar is the maximum range. You also notice that columns 3 and 4 of the range table under the heading altitude minus 100 meters, change in elevation and time. That is going to help you make adjustments to your elevation calculation for targets that are either above or below you. So with everyone opening the high explosive FAR table for the 60 millimeter mortar, for a range of 3,450 meters with an elevation of 876 meters, if you have a target that is 100 meters below you, so as in altitude negative 100 meters, you're going to be adding 55 degrees to the elevation. So instead of 876 meters, it's going to be 931 meters. Is that right?
Yep.
And the time is, instead of 28.6 seconds, you're going to add 1.9 seconds to the time of flight. So you'll be getting an impact just over 30 seconds. Similarly, if you have a target that is 100 meters higher than you are, you just subtract those numbers. So if you have at 3.45 kilometers a target that is 100 meters below you, you're going to subtract 55 from the elevation in mils. So it's going to be like 821. Yep, 821. And the time of flight is going to be just under 26. Or just over 26 seconds. So that's how you can adjust for changes in elevation, and that's how you do that. So again, you're going to need two numbers to punch into the mortar. One is the elevation, which I've just shown you how to calculate using the range tables, and the other one is direction, which you can obtain using a compass. By holding your compass up, if the target was due east of you, it would be 1,600 mils or 90 degrees. And then you would type in the distance into your range table and calculate the elevation that you needed to calculate the firing to get rounds on target. So obviously there are a lot of steps here, and it can really help you if you do a little bit of the work ahead of time. So as soon as you get in the game, if you have like a known target that you want to put fire on, you can immediately start calculating the range to the target and start finding out how, for a given charge, what the elevation needs to be to hit that target. And so it sort of have some solutions pre-calculated, which can save a lot of time when someone calls in a fire mission. Okay, what's next? Any questions so far? Any questions? Okay, cool. I'm going to continue. So, like I said, once you get in game, there are some things you can do even before you have a fire mission. You can calculate pre-designated targets if it's okay with the mission commander. So, some targets that you already have the firing solution for, you can just get in the gun, plot in those coordinates, and get fires on the target. Let's see what else. Oh, to calculate distance, that's important, because we know how to get from distance to elevation in the mortar, but we don't necessarily know how to calculate distance. So if you look out with using your compass, there's some buildings a ways out there, just below that first hill. There's a large building, a small building, well, like mud huts with like a broken wall. They're about between 80 and 90 degrees, kind of on the hillside. Let me see if I can put a smoke over there. Hang on. Just stand by 1 second. I'm going to put some smoke out there so you guys can see.
You want to put a tracer on it?
No, I got smoke. Hang on.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so there's gonna be some green smoke out there on the targets that I'm talking about. Does anyone not see that?
Oh, then
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, I see it.
Okay, so let's calculate together how far away that smoke is from where we are. So the first step is to open up your map, and using the map tools that we picked up back at the hangar, we're going to be putting down the map tools on our current location, or we're just going to be putting down the map tools on the map. It doesn't matter exactly where they are. So you do that by pressing the and holding the J key, as in Juliet.
H
and click-
hotel.
is it H?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, sorry, H as in hotel, and clicking on the map. And so you can click on the our current location on the target range when you do that. And you should have a big sort of a compass-looking thing appear overlaid on the top of the map. Is there anyone who doesn't have that? Okay. And next, we need to turn the that's called the roamer to the direction of our target, which it looks like it's the roamer is sort of getting in the way of our target right now. But
How do you turn it?
If you zoom in on your roamer, the target is just to the right of the red dot, or the red line that points towards east.
yeah, the
Once
target
you put it on your
building
target.
is it's at about 0.6681085. Yeah, it's marked. There we go. Thank you for whoever marked that.
No problem.
So again, orient the roamer using the hold down the J key, then click on the target. And you should have had the roamer kind of rotate a little bit so that it's kind of the big black line outside the roamer is pointing just above the east. So it's going to be just something less than 90 degrees. Does everyone have that? Does anyone not have that? Okay. Now we're going to click and drag the roamer so that the top right corner of the roamer is the kind of the part that has the number 2 on the top and then 2 on the side, 2 on the right side. We're going to drag the roamer so that that corner is just touching the target.
Which, the top right of it?
Yeah, the top right. So it's sort of where it says 2 and 2. It's,
Yeah, I see it.
It's like to the right of the Nova kind of branding.
Okay.
Okay, so what we should have is basically a line on the bottom, well, one of the edges of the roamer between. And those are, it's not a perfect system, but those numbers are basically in 200 meters increments. So, so if the target distance was aligned with number 4, that would be 800 meters. But since it's past the first subdivision, it's just over 900 meters away. And I don't feel like I'm doing a very good job explaining this. So, let's see. Is there anyone who has questions about that?
No, you're doing good, I think.
Okay, cool. So you place the roamer down, you orient the roamer so that it is pointing basically between you and the target, and then you drag the roamer so that the edge of the roamer with the markings is aligned with that path between you and the target. And the number of subdivisions is basically the distance in meters, how far between you and the target. But the numbers, the 2 and the 4 and the 6 and the 8 are sort of misleading because those are actually, in 200 meter increments. So you want to either count the number of subdivisions or multiply that number by 2. So again, you can see the target range, the distance between the target range and the target is just over 900 meters. Does everyone have that? Is there anyone who doesn't have that? Okay, very good. So now the next step is to calculate the elevation that needed for the 60 millimeter mortar, the M225 or 224, to hit that target at 900 meters. Can we all do that now? And we're just going to make the assumption that the target is exactly the same elevation as us. Normally, corrections aren't necessary for any altitude change of plus or minus 50 meters. It really doesn't make much of a difference. Yes, thank you, Merle. So, experience. Are you here? Sure? Yeah. What did you come up with for an elevation? Experience? What about Jan? Jan, did you come up with elevation?
Yeah, elevation is 1193 charge medium.
Very good. That was kind of a trick question because you can hit 900 meters from either the medium or the far range charges. So that's a good thing to specify what charge you used. So very good. That's right. 1193 for charge medium. For charge far, the elevation would be 1467 for anyone who got that answer. So Jan and experience, you guys want to hop in the 60 millimeter mortar? We're going to put a shot on that target. And Warrior, you're going to want to step back, I think.
Do we need earplugs for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so experience, make sure that you grab a, hop out and grab a round from behind the mortar. And once you have the mortar rounds in your inventory, you can use the ACE interaction key on the mortar to load it. Once it's loaded, you're going to want to select the charge using the F key, like you would use to change the firing mode for your primary weapon. So if you're changing it from semi to auto, use the same key to set the charge type for this mortar. So Jan is going to be opening up the T&E settings so he can see the mortar's basically the mortar settings. He's going to set the mortar to 1193 degrees elevation, charge medium. And what direction did we get for that green smoke?
Direction is 1600.
Okay, perfect. When you guys are confident that you have the digits dialed in, you can go ahead and fire that when you're ready. Okay, so there's going to be a time of flight involved here. Shouldn't be that long. It was about 9 seconds or something? No,
20.8.
So at this point, I like to have my watch open. You can keep the watch open by double tapping 0. And that's, god damn it. Thank you.
Splash.
Okay, very good. So that was a pretty good effect. We came pretty darn close to the target. Like we saw on the map, the target was just a little bit over 900 meters away, so it's not surprising to me that the round fell short a little bit. We also know by looking at the range table that to increase the distance to where our rounds are impacting, we decrease the elevation for this range. And that's not always true. Sometimes you want to increase the elevation, or have a larger elevation to get a farther target. But yeah, we can try shooting at another solution. I'll leave that up to you guys in the mortar to determine how far basically to shoot the next shot. But let's put another shot down there when you guys are ready.
Okay, loading in.
So again, communication is always important between a mortar team. You want to make sure that the loader is notifying the gunner that when rounds are loaded, what round type is being used, how many rounds are remaining, if there's a limited ammo supply, how many rounds have been shot. It's always good to be keeping track of all these things. So again, pencil and paper is basically required. I don't see how you could not be successful with the mortar and not have that. So again, when you guys are ready, feel free to fire. Okay, so according to my watch, they fired at 10:16 and 5 seconds. So the round should be impacting here in about 5 seconds now. I call splash.
Yep.
Hey, there we go. So you guys made some good adjustments there. Again, it's very helpful when the mortar team can see where their rounds are impacting. Obviously, that sort of exposes the team a little bit more if the enemy can also see them. But at the same time, they have a lot better control over where the rounds are impacting. Are there any questions on what I've covered so far?
Yeah, I've got a question. It's pretty hard to set up the mortar because the control is so sensitive with the mouse.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's one of the limitations again of how the adjustment system is implemented in ArmA. Since you're sort of controlling the changes in T&E with your mouse, it can be difficult to change one thing or the other thing without changing them both at the same time. So again, that's something that you sort of have to practice with and get comfortable with. I'm not aware of any way to change it. Like with some of the artillery systems in the game, you can actually set those up. You can punch in the numbers that you want, but with the mortar, it's sort of it's a little bit more difficult since you're using the mouse. So that's a good question, and it sort of sucks, and you have to kind of deal with it, but unfortunately. But
I think I've got a solution for this problem. If you set down the mouse sensitivity in the controls menu, it's working better.
Oh, okay. Does it change your sensitivity when you get out of the mortar too?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that might be an option for some people if you can easily change that. So yeah, that's a good point. Okay, what have I not gotten to yet? Let me look here one second. So at this point, I'll let you guys, unless you have any other questions, I'll sort of turn you loose to get mortars out of the CSW crate, mount them on the kind of a gun line here, and engage targets out. Those two buildings by the green smoke, those can be targets. There's let's see, there's a minaret to the northeast in the city. We can have that as a target. That's going to be kind of a more challenging target. And I'll go ahead and throw some targets out there too, like vehicles and infantry and stuff.
Let's go hit that minaret.
252s or what?
Whatever you want. It might be a good chance to practice for the mortar that you're not as familiar with.
Alright, what's that? The M224?
4.
Yep. 4 is the 60.
So that
I
would
don't
be
see
the.
any M224s.
There it is. It's the M225 plus M170. I grabbed it. You grabbed the base plate.
Okay, sweet. Yep.
It's the M7 base plate.
M7.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab some
Welcome
ammo
back.
as well.
Yeah. What are you using? HE?
Yeah, yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
grab HE.
Yeah, I'll grab some too.
Only 51 kilograms. I'm light.
Shouldn't we set up Mortar squad?
Alright, where are we gonna set Bloodbane?
Let's go on the left side of the gun line.
I'm just gonna use the Minotaur V1, I guess.
Hey, I'm gonna grab some ammo blood vein.
Which one's the 60 millimeter?
Yeah, if you want to
Uh,
run this,
the
I'll help you out.
255.
What do you want to grab?
The M255
It's up
plus
to you.
70.
Let's go with
The M225?
60.
Yep.
Roger.
So, I have a base plate. Need somebody with a mortar.
Alright, I got the mortar. I grabbed some ammo.
Who said that?
It's unreal.
Okay.
Yeah, what base blade do you have, Tarzan?
The M7.
Okay, so that's the 60mm mortar. I'll grab the additional ammo then. Got plenty of inventory space anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I've got 15 HE, 15 Willipede, and 10 Illumination. Not that we'll ever use them, but
Alright, yeah, we'll take him anyway. Alright, you guys can do this.
Mellow, you can go scanner if you want. I know how it works.
yeah, hang on, I need to. Okay, who wants the gun? Who wants to load? I probably will. I probably have to load since I'm the guy with the ammo. So
Well, I have a bunch of ammo and I know how to use a mortar, so you can go ahead and run.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
also how to shoot. So I am the loader.
yeah, wait, wouldn't you be? Wouldn't you? I also use mortar occasionally. Wouldn't you be better actually to get more experience?
No, it's okay, I can do it.
Doesn't really matter, you can switch off, I mean.
Yeah. Okay, what do we need to hit?
Oh, whatever you want.
What about that lander over about 96 degrees?
Okay.
We're going to need a range and an elevation.
Do you want to do both, or should I do also
Yeah,
something?
who's the guy who's actually going to spot for us? That's the thing. Who's going to spot and do the calculations?
The I'll spot for you guys.
Yeah, you see that lander over? Could you give us a approximate range? Should be probably 900 something, but
Yeah, hold on.
load HE medium.
Yeah, let's call it 900.
Are you sure it's loaded on medium?
Nope, wait a second. I've actually never been as a loader in there.
The gunner has to select it.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
But how can I actually choose the
Okay.
ammunition? I just press and load and I have Willy P and HE and he just loaded one.
I think it loads the first one, like top left in your inventory.
Okay.
Okay, let's hope this works. So, just double checking the time on target. It should be about 20 seconds. Yeah, pretty much 20 seconds. So, hang on. Firing. And splash. Oh, that was pretty close.
Up 20 and left 5.
Okay, load
down
medium.
20. So
Loading.
down 20.
Okay, this should
Loaded.
work. And firing.
Hey, what's up, bad shot?
So you need 2 men to shoot this thing? One steers, the other one checks?
No, you only need one, I guess, but it's easier with 2 because you can load faster and have people double check.
And splash.
Have someone double check your calculation.
Okay, I'll just play around with it. It's good.
Cool. Yeah, I can help you out if you want. Hey guys, are you shooting at the building?
Okay, adjusting fire. Okay, that should do it. Load HE, please.
Unloaded.
And firing.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's always funny to me how the buildings sort of like have these different damage
Slash.
states. They'll like change their animation.
Okay, I just have Willy P left.
About 5 meters short. Yeah, I have some HE.
Okay. Okay, now these final solutions should land right on target. Load when ready.
Thanks. Loading. Loaded.
Okay, firing. Shut out. And splash.
Oh, it's perfect.
Oh yeah.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
yeah,
even
that's
exploded.
Got him.
Yeah, secondary.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
Don't
anyone
move
else
the
want to
mortar.
try?
Don't move it.
Okay, I'm not moving, I'm moving.
Okay. I just wanted to test the auto fire on load, but it doesn't work if somebody is sitting in.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
It's